did the same thing with the true authority, drew away from the field, and Banker and Bert got the lion's share of the check.
Banker Blue Chip, Rosemont Lobel is second. It's Banker Blue Chip.
And when Bert had him in shape, they stayed in shape. Right here, Banker Blue Chip shows a new dimension, coming from last to swoop the whole field and devastate his competitors. And Bert and Banker Blue Chip team up again for another big score.
It is all Banker Blue Chip.
But the biggest star in Bert Beckwith's stable was Bert himself. Through his illustrious 25-year career, the man who proudly wore the black and red colors with the double B hit victory lane 2,680 times and amassed over $5 million in monies won. But more importantly than the numbers is the man himself. Bert was the most respected, admired, and loved person ever to put foot on a racetrack. He not only would spread his knowledge amongst his own stable, but willingly would advise fellow horsemen about their horses. He became a role model for young horsemen, and even the children of Foxborough, Massachusetts, have fond memories of him.
Would you know my name if I saw you in heaven? Saw you in heaven.
I remember Bert. He's a very well-respected horseman, and we drove in driving championships quite a bit. He was a good guy to drive with, and great sportsman. And he'll always be remembered in New England as one of the finest horsemen in New England.
Bert was a great horseman, of course, but most of all that I remember about him that he was a good friend. He was always there when I needed him.
Bert was a good role model for this profession. He gave 100% to his horses, to his fellow horsemen, and to the business.
He was always good to all the horsemen, and the place certainly misses Bert Beckwith, and I don't think there'll ever be another.
We just had a pretty good relationship all the way around, and he was one of the best friends I think I've probably ever had.
He was just a great kind of guy, and I'll miss him.
He was kind of the envy of all the guys my age coming up through the business. He's a consummate horseman, probably one of the best all-round horsemen, and also one of the best all-round guys. He always took time to help a young guy like me out.
He's a heck of a person. He's a heck of a horse trainer. Honest Racing really misses him. No, I kind of miss him.
Working with him, I found him to be a very dedicated family man.
I always respected his ability on the racetrack, and hope someday that I might be as good as he was.
Time can bring you down, time can bend your knee. Time can break your heart, have you begging please, begging please.
It's rare in harness racing. In fact, it's rare in horse racing of any breed to find a man about whom everyone says good and whom everyone considers to be a top horseman.
To finish up the year on this note, I mean, it's a sad note. There's no question without Bert here with us, but still in all, it's a real tribute to Bert.
The ability to train and drive a horse, Bert always had my nod. He was good. He was real good.
One of the important things of Bert Beckwith was, as hard as he worked, he always had time to help someone.
All these horses that Bert trained that he never really got credit for because he trained them, got them going, and then sent them to these other guys. But he was definitely the complete package when it came to a horseman and a person.
If there was anything that I ever needed, all I had to do was ask, and if he could try to help me, he could. He was just one of the nicest guys you could ever meet.
every day together, pretty near our whole lives. And to be with somebody that much, when they're gone, people don't realize how much you do miss them.
Always would lend a hand if ever you needed, you know, any help with a horse, especially a horse that you couldn't figure out. And I had a few of those.
The only problem with this day today is that Bert is not with us. And wherever you are, Bert, God bless.
And we're proud that we've had him here at Foxborough. He belonged to us. He didn't belong to the Meadowlands or New York or Florida, all wonderful places. But Foxborough was a wonderful place. And it had a lot to do with Bert Beckwith.
I wouldn't be in this business, I guess, if I didn't have so many emotional ties. We're all emotional. Anybody that is in this business, that loves this business, can't help be emotional. It's just like a person with their dog or cat at home. Same difference with us with the horses.
Bert was not just a brother. Bert was a friend, a best friend. And I feel very, very blessed that I had him the time I did have him, but he's gone. And there'll never be another Bert. There never will. Brother Bart is what I used to call him. And as far as this business goes, as far as drivers, trainers, whatever, everybody has their idols. And Bert was my idol.
For the man who said, quote, "Harness racing is my way of life, and after the grind of all the years, I still look forward to getting to the barn every morning." Well, Bert, you are in the barn every morning in your fellow horsemen's hearts.